Kris Jenner shares the key to her relationship with Corey Gamble. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kris Jenner has opened up about the special connection she shares with Corey Gamble, offering rare insight into how their relationship has managed to stay strong through the years. During an episode of her daughter Khloe Kardashian's podcast called Khloe in Wonderland, Kris spoke openly about what makes her bond with Corey so steady and comforting. She shared that one of the biggest reasons their relationship works is because he makes it easier for her to be herself. As she put it, he doesn't try to change her or mold her into someone different. He just lets her be who she really is, and that freedom has made a big difference in how comfortable and happy she feels around him. Khloe, who was sitting right next to her mother during the podcast recording, quickly agreed and added that Corey genuinely lets Kris be herself. That kind of acceptance, Khloe pointed out, is rare and important in a relationship, especially when someone is constantly in the public eye like Kris Jenner. Kris and Corey first crossed paths at a birthday celebration for famous fashion designer Riccardo Tisci. The party took place on the island of Ibiza back in August 2014. It wasn't long after that night that things started moving quickly between them. By November of that same year, Corey was already close enough to Kris to be invited to her personal birthday celebration, which said a lot about how seriously things were progressing between them. Just a few months later, in 2015, Corey began appearing with Kris on the reality TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which meant their relationship had gone public and was becoming part of the family's very visible lifestyle. Kris, who is famously known as the mother of 6 children and the grandmother of 14, lives a very unique and busy life. She shares 4 of her children, Kourtney Kardashian, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, and Rob Kardashian, with her late former husband Robert Kardashian. Her other 2 daughters, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, are from her marriage to Caitlyn Jenner. Raising a large and very public family has always been a central part of Kris's world. That's why many people find her relationship with Corey Gamble interesting, especially since he doesn't have any children of his own. Khloe brought up that detail during the podcast, saying it was quite interesting that Corey has no kids, yet he's in a relationship with someone who has so many children and grandchildren. That could be a challenge for some people, but according to Kris, Corey was already familiar with how such a big and high-profile life worked. Kris explained that he wasn't surprised or overwhelmed by the chaos that often comes with being part of such a large and famous family. Before getting involved with Kris, Corey worked as a tour manager for Justin Bieber, which gave him plenty of experience with celebrity schedules, tight security, constant media attention, and a fast-paced lifestyle. Because of this, Kris said she never had to sit down and explain the details of how her life functioned. He already understood what it meant to be in the public spotlight. He knew about drivers, security teams, busy event schedules, and how important privacy and trust are in that kind of life. To Kris, it felt very comforting to date someone who came into her world already knowing how things operated. It gave her a sense of safety and understanding that she hadn't always experienced in past relationships. That sense of safety and peace seems to be at the heart of what has made Kris and Corey's relationship work over the years. They didn't just fall for each other based on appearance or excitement, they built something grounded in trust, understanding, and emotional support. Being able to lean on someone who fully gets what your everyday life looks like is not something everyone can offer, especially when that life includes global fame, dozens of family obligations, and the pressure of constantly being watched by the public and the media. The fact that Corey didn't need a crash course in how to navigate that world made everything feel more natural and easy between them. Kris didn't have to defend her lifestyle or apologize for how busy and demanding it can be. Instead, she found a partner who stepped into that world willingly and seamlessly, which is a big part of why they've been able to last for so long. Their relationship also shows that age differences don't always matter as much as people might think. Corey is about 25 years younger than Kris, something that often grabs headlines. But Kris has never let that stop her from enjoying their connection. Instead, she focuses on how well they understand and support each other. That mutual respect and emotional maturity are what really keep them going strong. Over the years, people have had a lot to say about Kris and Kourtney's relationship. Some were skeptical in the beginning, thinking that the age gap or lifestyle differences would create problems. But time has shown that their connection is built on something real. They continue to stand by each other, show up for family events together, and share sweet moments that fans love to see. They might not be the loudest or flashiest couple in the Kardashian-Jenner circle, but they've quietly built a bond that seems both solid and deep. Kris's ability to open up about her relationship also helps people see a different side of her. While many fans know her as a strong businesswoman and manager of her children's careers, it's clear that she values emotional connection just as much as professional success. Having a partner like Kourtney, who offers both love and stability, adds a soft and supportive layer to her very public life. There's also something inspiring about how she continues to grow and find happiness later in life. She's proof that meaningful relationships can begin at any stage, and that love doesn't have a deadline. By letting people in on her personal journey, Kris sends a message that it's okay to seek out comfort, companionship, and support, no matter where you are in life. Kourtney, for his part, has never seemed overwhelmed by being part of such a famous family. Instead, he's embraced it with grace and patience. Whether it's attending fashion shows, appearing in family episodes, or simply being there in the background at major family events, he has managed to stay present without ever overshadowing anyone. That balance is rare, and it shows that he respects the family's dynamic while also carving out a place for himself. As Kris and Kourtney continue their relationship, it's clear that what they have is based on a deep understanding of each other's worlds. They've built trust, they share common values, and they support each other's growth, both personally and professionally. And in a world where so many relationships fall apart under public pressure, theirs continues to quietly thrive. In the end, Kris's reflection on what makes their relationship work, that Kourtney lets her be herself, says it all. The freedom to be who you are, without judgment or pressure to change, is one of the most valuable things anyone can experience in a relationship. When you find someone who gives you that space, it makes everything else feel lighter and more meaningful. Kris Jenner may be known for building one of the most successful families in modern pop culture, but her ability to also nurture a lasting and healthy personal relationship shows just how well-rounded and grounded she really is. Her story with Khloe Kardashian is a reminder that genuine love doesn't need to follow the usual rules, it just needs to be real, respectful, and rooted in understanding. Their journey continues to unfold, and while they may not always be at the center of celebrity gossip, their bond is a quiet example of what it looks like when two people really take the time to know and support each other. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.